guys, it's Isa and welcome to my channel, Isa's Tag Along. And in this video we're actually going to be talking about the first country that I went to on my Asia trip this summer, which was Singapore. We're going to be talking, we're going to be covering a lot of things. We're going to be covering what I did in Singapore, what happened in Singapore, how was Singapore in general, and then most importantly, how was it traveling there as not only a female but also as a Black person, because I definitely have stories for you guys. Ooh, Singapore was incredible, you guys. It was incredible. If I had to describe it, I'd describe it as futuristic, technological, clean, and so it was just so cool. You guys don't understand. Now, so first of all, the flight was a 16-hour flight. We flew 16 hours, so it was from New York to Philippines, and then from Philippines to Singapore. When I was picking, first of all, researching about the country, I do detailed research, you guys, I was super worried because it is notorious for, or at least people were saying that it is notorious for being pricey and expensive. And obviously I, want to travel, but the whole point of this is being able to travel within my means. That's the way that I have the most fun, and that's the way that I can do the things that I want to do. I will argue about that whole expensive factor. Yes, Singapore can definitely be expensive, you guys. We would walk and there'd be sports cars on sports cars just parked, gold Lamborghinis, all of that. If you go into the Marina Bay Sands, which is this famous hotel, it's literally almost like the Statue of Liberty in New York. It's like the Marina Bay Sands Hotel in Singapore. Guys, what's behind me? Marina Bay Sands. You walk through the mall and it'd be like, it's literally a walk through the mall, because those stores, you guys, were just pricey. So there is definitely that expensive factor. However, it does not have to be expensive. It is more expensive, if you compare it to other Asian countries, especially if you want to live that luxurious life that people want to do when they go to Asia, or, not everybody, but that you have the capability to do if you go to Southeast Asia. It is definitely more expensive. For you to live that luxurious life, you need to have that legit luxurious money. And I think that's where the expensive factor comes into it. There's ways that you could go around that. We ended up not staying in a city center. We actually stayed in this neighborhood called Little India, which was incredible, full of culture. Our Airbnb was amazing. I got the Airbnb for less than $100 a night. And you compare it to staying at, grounds level at the Marina Bay Sands Hotel, which was $700 a night. Now, not to say we definitely did actually go into the hotel. We went to this, so once again, the hotel, so it's these three almost separate buildings, and it has a boat shaped type of platform at the very top. It's where they have their super famous pool that has those beautiful views of Singapore. They also have C'est La Vie Sky Bar, which is this incredible place. Now, if you're staying at the hotel, it's free entrance. If you are not, you have to pay 20 Singapore dollars. That $20 though is put toward your bill. So let's say, for example, you spent $40 on your bill, then that $20 would be put into it, so you just pay $20 more. I think I had that famous Singapore drink, and I forgot the name. I think it's called Singapore Sling, I want to say. Yeah, you think so? It's good. And I have my drink over here. So we sat there, felt cool. No, but the food was good, the drinks were good. I will just say that yes, it was expensive. One of the experiences that I actually had that I loved, that I've never been to anywhere like this at here at home, was they had something. So Gardens by the Bay, it's these beautiful gardens, okay? And you buy your ticket, and before you head into there, you have the options of going to Floral Fantasy. Hey guys, so we are in Floral Fantasy right next to Garden Bay in so pretty. So freaking pretty. We've been here for maybe 20 minutes so far, and all we've been doing is taking pictures. So it was like so cool. It was just something that I've never seen. In terms of the people, so generally everybody spoke English. I don't think we met somebody that did not speak English. And then in terms of the people, once again, it is diverse. They do have a lot of cultures in there. There were not that many Black people, honestly, but it wasn't like, you did get some like stares, but it wasn't like uncomfortable. I think it was just more like, huh, you know. And it also depended on where you were. In Little India, no, you did not. But in like the city center, perhaps, and a lot of people that you could tell that were definitely not from Singapore. They were probably from other, countries in the area, or other Asian countries. So the funny thing is, there were definitely people that came up to try to take a picture with me. The first time it happened was definitely a confusing situation. And just thinking about it makes me laugh. Another thing that worried me a lot about Singapore was the fact that there seemed to be fines for everything. Chewing gum and all these things. You're not allowed to eat or drink on the train, but that's probably the reason why it's so clean, guys. Don't worry about this as long as you just be respectful, which is what you should do anyhow. Don't chew gum and put it up. So, you could actually get in legal trouble for that. So, but I will say, however, that Singapore was incredible. I did see individual culture definitely outside of the city center. In the city center, which is definitely touristy. We did a lot of touristy things for sure. We went to the Singapore Flyer. It's like behind me. Can you guys see it? Yup. It's dope. We're on top of the Singapore Flyer, and we're not even at the very top. You're gonna see some of the views behind me. Yes, there. Over there is Garden Buffet, which we're definitely going to after, and then getting drinks at the Marina Bay Islands, the Bay Hotel. And so excited. It looks so cool. I can't wait to show you guys the view for like when we're on the very top. So. People tend to say that they do this as a passing through for one day. We spent 2 full days and then like a half a day, and I swear to you guys, we did not do everything. So I don't understand how people are able to do that, because I couldn't. Yeah, so it's just definitely Singapore. So another thing that I will have to say was such a huge part of Singapore was definitely the food, you guys. Oh my god, the food was incredible. It is notorious for the food. Specifically, they call it the street food, which actually some of the stalls have actual Michelin starred chefs, which is cool, I think. But the food was incredible. So they have these food centers that they call hawker centers, and it's almost like these different stalls of all these different types of food. So I'm at the market center, which looks pretty dope. And hold on, let me just show you guys. It could range from cheap food, filling food like noodles, rice, fish, chicken, meat, all those things. It could, it has sweets, it has drinks, it had those bubble teas, which looks pretty in pictures, but personally I did not like it. I thought, mine, I couldn't even describe the taste. They had the hawker centers. We ended up going to Newton Center, Hawker Center. We went to Satay by the Bay, which was awesome. It's actually where we had the chili crab, which was so good. We also went to La Passat. So there's these different hawker centers in different neighborhoods all over. So, when you get there, just look at the area that you're at look up really quickly, okay, what's the closest hawker center to me? And that's another way they can eat cheap food. If you're with another person or even a group, you guys can get different things and then you share it all together, so you're able to try different things all at once, which is pretty cool. And you can't go to Singapore, I will say, without trying their satays. So satays were actually were all over throughout Asia, like all the places that we went to. They all were made differently though. I will say that Singapore was definitely my favorite. I tried to try all of the satays and they were so good. Oh my god, they were so good. You could have that, cold beer. So it was definitely such a cool vibe being in a hawker center. And you walk in there and there's like groups of people, there's couples, people just doing their own thing. So it was super incredible. I would say the food was definitely a huge part. I ate like crazy. I would eat and then an hour later be like, I want to go to another hawker center. So you guys, I hope you really enjoyed my videos and the pictures and everything about Singapore. Now please like the video, subscribe to my channel, as well as the most important part, comment if you have any questions or anything that you just want to know about Singapore. The specific numbers of what I spent, how I spent. I can have all of that for you. Now once again, I am still doing the giveaways. Shout out to the last winner. Thank you so much for the support. This one, once again, if you are my subscribers and you're public, I'm able to see your name. That's great. If you are not public, please comment below, send me a direct message or something, and I will put you into that raffle as well. Once again, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. I love you guys and keep tagging along with me.